it. Yes. Yes. Oh, I deserve these pants. I deserve these pants. I mean, look. Look. They were made for me. Stress, they were made for me. I'm a believer. Oh, but they're so expensive. They are so expensive. I can't afford these. No, I can't afford these. Well, technically I can. You know, if I just swipe, I'll live through today, I'll see to tomorrow. Might have to live on 2-minute noodles, but I'll survive. I mean, why would God show me these pens if they weren't, look. Beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. I'm Kopano Shimange and this is how I do things. The show where you send me your questions and I'll let you know how I would do things. Now you can take it as advice, use it, don't use it. It is completely up to you. I'm just telling you what I would do if I was in your situation. You can do whatever you want to do when you are in that situation. Okay, so in today's video, it is a Chalete Tuesday. So we're talking about that shmoney, honey. And this time we're talking about spending it, going out and be like, I got paid, I got money, get shoes, and that one. Whatever you want to do with your money, you can spend it, you can save it, or do whatever you want with it. But today's question comes from a lady who loves to spoil herself every now and again. You know, buying shoes, going out, getting your hair done. We work hard. We deserve to spoil ourselves every now and again. And if you're like me, I like to spoil myself on a monthly basis. But we can't do that at the expense of our brokenness. No one deserves to be broke. I don't deserve to be broke. Broke is a terrible shade against my color. My skin does not agree with the color of broke. And I know the rest of you feel exactly the same way. So how do you splurge? How do you spoil yourself without denting the budget too much? Now, if you want to send me your questions, head over to my Instagram at Kopano Shimange and look for this picture right here. Click on the little pink box or reply and let me know which question or scenario you want me to talk about in our next video. It could be about being a mommy, being a wifey, being a woman, relationships, style, or whatever it is that is on your mind. We'll look at it, and if it's juicy, we'll do a video on it. But now, let's get into the do's and don'ts and the strategies that actually work on spending on a budget. Now let's be real here. You can't just be splurging on whatever it is that you want. You go to those stores and then you look at that price tag and you're just like, whoo! It's a beautiful price tag. Stunning. Yeah, halalela. It is beautiful. You know those ones, you look at the price tag and it just goes, oh, it's just expensive. But then you look at that thing and you're just like, but I think I deserve this thing. I think I work hard enough. It looks good on me. Yeah, I'm funny, man. You know? And then now you can't put it down and you think to yourself, I can swipe for this thing. Maybe increase my budget, Nyana. I can swipe for this thing. I mean, I've been working for so long and for so hard. I think I deserve this thing. But then you think to yourself, if I spend on this, I might have to eat 2-minute noodles for a good month until I can recover. So is it really worth it? There are certain things that we can do to try and avoid overspending, but let's be real here. You can put money away. You'll find it if you want something. So here are some strategies that you can try for real girls in the real world who love really nice things but don't want to be broke. Number one, you thought I'd run away from this, but it's the number one thing that you need to do. Be realistic about your budget. How much of your money is actually disposable? So what you have to do is a little bit of math, and it's not even that hard. How much is coming into your bank account? Not how much you wish is coming into your bank account. I wish there were 7 figures coming into my bank account, cha-ching, every month, cha-ching, just million every month. I wish, but it's not coming in, right? So why would I budget and say I'm starting at $1 million? Some of you are doing that. How much is coming in? Add that all up. How much is going out? And this is not how much I want to go out, because there's certain things you're paying for that you don't approve of, but you still have to pay for them anyway. You bought certain things, you owe people money, you're living in a certain place, and you're driving a certain car. So pay for those things. You're not skipping insurance, you're not skipping on the important stuff. Add up all the things where the money goes out. Your cell phone contract, your hair, your nails, the expenses you know you're going to have that month, groceries. If you're spending 2,000 rand on groceries every month, don't all of a sudden say that you're only going to spend 800 rand because you want to go buy a 1,200 rand pair of pants. That's shady, girl. Add up everything that's coming in, take out everything that's going out, and whatever is left behind, that's part of your splurge budget. Now, some of you may find out that you don't have a splurge budget. Then you need to go work on your finances, and that's in a completely different video. But if you do have something left, now we can talk about spoiling ourselves. Number 2, define what it means to splurge. So I like to reward myself every month because mama works hard. Even before I was a mama, I was like, I think I deserve to spoil myself, even if it's just 500 rand tanyana every month on a piece of makeup or on anything that I want. Every month I take just the 500 rand and be like, let me just go buy myself something. Now, it's enough. It's my splurge budget. If I want something bigger than 500 rand, I save up for a couple of months and then use it. But that's what I defined as a splurge. You've got to define what a splurge means to you, right? So are you splurging every month? Are you splurging every 2 months, every quarter, once a year? What is it to you, and what budget do you want to put aside for that? Define what splurging means to you. Now, I know some people, once a year, they go drop that 30,000 bomb on a bag and be like, boom, give it. If you want to do that, do that. Define your splurge. To be honest with you, if I took my 500 rand every month, I'd have my 6K at the end of the year and I'll be able to have my splurge. Or even have a 12,000 rand splurge because I'm saving it. You can define whatever your splurge means to you, when it should be and how big it should be, completely up to you. Strategy number 3 is to set up a splurge fund. Now, what I like to do is to actually have my money right at the beginning of the month and just spend it gone. As soon as it's in, I know exactly what I want to spend it on. Bought it, it's gone, it's done. Splurge, spoil myself. I'm good. I feel good. I've got that shot of adrenaline. I'm just like, yes, I bought something for myself, pat myself on the back. I feel good. Now, if you want to do something different and you still want to simmer on what it is that you want to buy, or if you're the type of person who likes to spoil themselves over a period of time, then set up a splurge fund. A good way to actually do this is to have a separate bank account for this, or a separate card. So if you can set up a different card on your bank, then do that. Always look at the charges that are on that. So any fees that you may have at the end of the month, look at that because it may tell away at your splurge fund. Having a splurge fund here on the side, and you know that this card right here, when I have this card, I can do what I want with this card. I have no accountability to anyone else but me on this card. If you want to go do something stupid with that money and like put glitter all over your body just because you feel like it, as long as it's on that card, go do it, honey. Having a splurge card or a splurge fund means that when you look at that number, you're just like, it screams, spoil yourself. It screams, I love myself. That fund, the name of the fund can be called I love you, Kopano. Right? So whatever it is that you want to do with your fund, if it is a separate bank account or if it is a separate card, as long as it is separated from all the other monies that you use throughout the month, it makes your life much easier. And you can draw a very clean line. On this you can spend and this you can't. As soon as you go to the till and you've got 2 cards in your hand, it's a big red X. Stop, stop, stop. 1 card, 1 fund for your splurges. Strategy number 4 is to sleep on it. Now, I have this thing. If I want to buy anything that's more than 1,000 rand, and this is actually something that happens even if it's necessary, I sleep on it. And depending on how many rands above 1,000 it is, I may sleep for even longer. So if there's something that I want to buy, and to be honest with you, I'm such a shy spender sometimes that something could cost me 300 rand, but because it's not a necessity, I still need to just sleep on it. So I'll bag it, put it there, it's in the shopping cart, it's on my web browser, it's there. And then I'll just go to sleep. Next morning, I'll open the shopping browser, I'll look at it and be like, so okay, sure. If I'm not really sure yet, I'll sleep again. Go to sleep that night, wake up, look at the browser. And if the web browser is closed for some reason, I'll just believe it was the hand of God telling me I don't need that thing. So I'll bag it, I'll leave it in the cart and be like, okay, if it is meant for me, then after I sleep on it, I'll buy it. But if I sleep on it and I don't want it, I'll X and I'll see that, okay, it's not for me. So you can set a number and say that past this number, I'm gonna sleep on it 1 night, 2 nights, and that way you can really be sure about the money decisions that you're making. Sometimes when you put a bit of time in between that thing, you can have a shopping cart that's just screaming of many thousands of rands, and it will come lower and lower and lower once you've let it simmer just a little bit. Strategy number 5. Now, if all those other strategies don't work for you, strategy number 5 works really well. Timing it, right? So you can time that you're going to splurge on the last Thursday before payday. And the reason why is that now you've spent on most of the things that you want throughout the month and you've survived. So whatever's left in the bank account means that surely you can spend it, right? Don't splurge, don't time it that you're gonna go spend on yourself the day after payday. That makes no sense because you're gonna spend more than you can afford. But if you always say that I'm gonna splurge maybe 2 or 3 days before my next payday, then it means that you've lived the month, you spent on most of the things that you need, and whatever's left, then you can use that to splurge on yourself. Strategy number 6 is a strategy that I really like. I recently discovered it and I think I'm going to use it. It's the this for that promise, otherwise known as the tit for tat pact. What it means is that if you spend 100 rand, you've got to save 100 rand. And I know some of you are just like, ugh, why would I do that? Because if you're gonna do something good for you, then you can do something that's a bit naughty, right? Do a little bad and trade it off for a little good. And it works really well because it just shows you in your spending, in your saving actually, that this is how much you saved throughout the year and you've had an equal amount of splurging. If you think about it, it's double good. People hate saving. I don't know why we hate saving if it's good for us. But if you're going to splurge 500 rand, then you should also automatically save that 500 rand, right? So in total, you'll be spending 1,000 rand. But splitting it in half and saying that's for savings and that's for spending is really good for you. And it actually helps you move forward financially, as well as it just makes you feel good inside. And strategy number 7, just have a cheap ass friend who just says no. Have a no friend. That one's like, oh, my friend, I'll show you shoes. No. What about having those? No. And even if I know, that no friend, that stingy friend, that friend who just doesn't spend on anything, who's just like, is it necessary? Is it necessary? Will you die if you don't have it? Will you die? Will you die? No. You need that friend sometimes in your life. I know sometimes you'll be like, I'm not gonna call this child, but if she finds out that you bought that thing, she's gonna be like, why do you want to be poor? Why did you buy that? Your poverty inside your mind. Why did you buy that? Just have a no friend. Find yourself a really stingy friend. That friend will be like, listen, are you sure you can't find that on sale? You can't wait until the end of the season to maybe buy that on sale. The friend who's just like, no, or you must lower the price. Those friends are so good. Just have your no friend. That friend who's just scared of poverty, just no. That one who's just like, I'm keeping you from being broke. No. You can't have, no. What do you want? No. No. And strategy number 8. Just make more money. Just make more money. You have money coming in from your job, right? Find another way to make extra money. And all the money that comes from that, just spend it. Just get whatever you need. Get the lashes, get the hair, get the car, whatever it is that you want. Get yourself a splurge income. A spoil myself money fund. I believe in multiple streams of income, and I think every single Tuesday I'm gonna tell you about this. If there is a revenue stream that's going to bring you in an extra 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,000 rand per month, then use that to splurge on yourself, knowing very well that that other main stream of income is covering everything that I need. So whatever comes from this one, I can splurge. Especially if you're quite the splurger, you like to enjoy yourself, you like to buy your clothes, you like to spoil yourself, then find another way to make income. Even if it's just tiny, a young side hustle, young young side hustle. If you like fashion, make money from referring fashion items to people. If you like being a reader, get yourself an affiliate code for referring books. Whatever it is that you can do to bring in that extra money, try and have an extra line of money that you know that this money right here, don't touch. It's mine. It's yours. Now those are just 7 strategies that you can use so that if you feel like spending and if you want to spoil yourself on a monthly basis or even on a yearly basis, you can do so without going broke. The last thing that you want to do is look cute. Have your nails done. Have your car looking good. All of those things. Marhauna insurance. Your car might just go on fire. Nobody's going to go pay for it. And your debts are a mess. That's not cute. You want to look moneyed on the outside and moneyed on the inside too. I'd rather look broke on the outside knowing that my bank account is so flush. You don't know, right? So have your priorities straight. If you're going to be going out there buying things that make you feel good, make sure that your money feels just as great. I hope that you guys enjoyed this one. It was a little bit of a fun Chalata Tuesday, but if you have any more money questions, head over to my Instagram at Kopano Shimange and send me those questions that you guys have. Now that's it for today's episode. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Until the next one, I'm Kopano Shimange and this is How I Do Things. Now when it comes to our money, honey, we want to make sure that we are not only just making it, but we are saving it, keeping it, and preserving it. I'm here for all those ladies who want to make their millions, everybody who wants to enjoy their lives because they know they work for it. Now, if you're one of those ladies and you want to know how can I not just make my money, but how can I be wise about my money, then click on the link in my description box to get our money resource. This resource will help you to figure out what is happening in your life with your money and the options that you have in trying to preserve it, protect it, and to actually grow it. Head over to kopanoshimange.com for more details about how I do things and all the resources that you can get to move yourself forward.